Hello, everybody. So I will present the project TROPECOS, which is about carbon cycle in tropical ecosystems in the Anthopocene. TROPECOS deals with tropical estuaries and mangroves, which are known to be a hotspot in the global carbon cycle. But there are still a huge uncertainties on the quantities of carbon that are stored or emitted in this ecosystem. To give you an idea, estuaries have been evaluated to emit about 0.6 petagram of carbon per year. And now with the new data coming, we're just wondering if they are not, in fact, a sink of CO2, and we don't know how much CO2 could be absorbed by estuaries. And concerning the mangroves, all of you probably know that they are very emblematic ecosystem in terms of carbon storage. They have a very high capacity of carbon storage in their soil, which are waterlogged soils. So this is, and the two types of ecosystem are very interconnected. So our study site, if we want to work in this type of ecosystem, we need to consider the geomorphology. Geomorphology is one major driver of carbon cycle in these systems. So this is why we could we had to aggregate a lot of different type of study sites to build a typology. So as you probably know, there is a lot of mangroves in France, particularly in overseas territories. So we have a study site in French Guiana, Guadeloupe, and New Caledonia. And we also take advantage of a long partnership with Vietnam. So with this network, we have access to many type of ecosystems, both estuaries and mangroves. And the second major driver of carbon cycle in this ecosystem is eutrophication. There is a lot of population still growing in the tropics, in the coastal zone, and this creates a huge load of nutrients to the coastal zone, and eutrophication of the coastal zone is really a major issue. And among the processes that we have observed, like this, okay. Among the processes that we have documented, many estuaries are becoming a sink because they are enriched in nitrogen, and then they can absorb, the phytoplankton can absorb a lot of carbon. And under other processes, there is a potential priming effect on the mangrove ecosystem when a lot of algae are deposited in these soils. So this is what we are also studying in the TROPECOS project. So we have the 1 and the 2, they are dedicated to the quantification of fluxes. Using remote sensing, in situ measurement, we are improving the database. And we are working on at the global scale and ecosystem scale in these two work packages, 1 and 2. One about estuary, the other one about mangroves. And then the work package 3 and 4, they are dedicated to the study of processes. The first type of process is the remineralization of organic matter in the mangrove soil, or the stabilization and storage. So we are working at the molecular scale and at the scale of microorganism. And then we also have an experiment work package that will be dedicated on the study of priming effects in the mangroves. Concerning the highlights, at the moment, this first year, we have been aggregating so a lot of people to work on the project because we need manpower. So we could also aggregate some co-funding. So we have some PhDs studying in Brazil, and New Caledonia, and also French Guiana. We also have two postdocs that have been starting, and we are still waiting for co-funding. And of course, we also started to implement the measurements in the study sites. So we had some campaigns in New Caledonia. One campaign, there will be a poster about that, in Vietnam, in the Saigon estuary and Mekong Delta. And also one campaign in Brazil, in two types of mangroves that just just finished the last week. That's it for today. I just invite you to see, we have 3 posters. One of the whole project, one about remineralization processes, and one about this campaign in the Mekong Delta. Thank you.